is officially shedding season in the double wide. Lord help us all. Let's deal with this. Oh, cow pie. You're not cow pie, baby. Go back. Go back. Go back. You're not cow. There's cow pie. It's the fur apocalypse right now. We gotta get that fixed, okay? Love you. Mean it. Let's go. Duncan, you came to cow pie? Why did you come to cow pie?
Posing in front of the camera also.
Why did you come to cow pie? Yeah, you're not the cow pie.
Well.
Him's not the cow pie. Him's not.
Did you see him though? You had him come and he literally sits and stares at the camera, and it's like any other time you try to get him like on film, he's zooming around. No, look.
Let me flip your ear back over.
I'm an Utu dog.
Yeah. He's posing for y'all. You're so precious, I can't handle it. He's posing and wagging. Oh my gosh. Olin Mills, move over. If this is good, I'm printing it and put it on the wall.
Okay. Oh, wait. Keep looking in that direction. No, look in my direction.
Does this look regal?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Photo bomb.
She told me cow pie.
He is posing. He is actually like Olin Mills posing.
She doesn't want to mess up everything.
I'm afraid if I move, he's going to go hug it and just like...
He's telling you to hold still.
Oh, Jesus. Look how... You don't need my hand for the picture! Oh. Okay. Oh, I remote it. Okay.
He's like, I'm deciding.
Hey.
There we go.
Okay, are we done?
On my watch.
Are we done? No more posing? No more Put your mom bow tie on this side, Duncan. Now look over there. That way. What's over there?
He's looking at me. Hi, pretty boy. Hi, baby. We love the dog. We love, look at that. We love the Billy Daniel. We love the Billy Daniel.
Billy Daniel. No, Duncan Billy Daniel. Paul. Come on, lassie. Paul. He's giving me a high five with his tail. He's so smart.
I think that might be a little too much credit. He's moo.
Duncan, I have to vacuum moon pie.
Look, she's snuggled up on you.
It doesn't end.
Alright, moon pie, come here. Cow pie. Moon poo. Moon poo. Come here, moo.
There he goes posing again.
You don't need brush, baby.
Call me wide-eyed, simple-minded. I've been blinded. I'm on a merry-go-round. I got this fever, baby, going through my body. I feel like shaking the ground. Call me lovesick, like I bother. There's no other. I'd beg, borrow, and steal. I wanna do right by you. Can't you see I'm hurting the way you make me feel? Oh, 'cause my heart breaks. Oh, baby, please, I'm begging.
I have a bag of moon pie spare. I thought I could make, so I want to learn to crochet. I've been trying to crochet. I'm really good at making a knot. Fantastic experience level knotter. I have learned to crochet, I guess you could say. Let me show you what I have done. So I have started a crocheted blanket. I just can't, I'm not very good at using the crochet needle though. I'm not
Knitting.
Hand-eye coordinated enough to do crochet with a needle yet. But I've been doing this just to kind of like get my hands in there. You learn by experience. I've learned that. The bat wings are batting today. Good Lord. But I'm saving this because I told Shane, you know, Shane, Moon Pie is Shane's baby. Like soul dog, right? And I was thinking, it might be a little morbid, but I was thinking if I could like stuff, you know how people stuff their dog's fur in like necklaces and wear it whenever they pass? I wish I'd done that with Binks, but I didn't think to do that in the moment when everything was happening and my battery died on me. But Binks was gone and buried within the same day, so I didn't think to do this. But I saw how people put their pet furs in like plastic decor pieces and necklaces and stuff. So I thought, what if I saved all of our dog's fur? I can really only do it with Moon Pie, Rocky, and Bluey because Blue Jeans has longer fur, Rocky has longer fur, and Moon Pie has longer fur. Duncan's in the trash. Duncan doesn't shed because he's precious. And Shiloh sheds a lot, but it's like little tiny like pine needle hairs.
You can't make nothing out of it.
Can't make nothing out of that but a mess. Moon Pie is to Shane what Binksy was, and now Duncan is to me. So I thought, what if I could save the hair, as morbid as it sounds, save the hair, and then use it mixed with stuffing or something, and crochet a little Moon Pie one day. I don't know. But I just thought that was a good idea. I was just trying to think of like what I would have liked to have from Binks. You know, grieving's odd, and sometimes you want unconventional things and odd things. Like, have you seen where people like on the My Weird Life or something on TLC, My Weirdest Obsessions or something, like this woman dips her finger in her husband's ashes and like eats it? Not dipping your finger in ashes weird, but just like baggying up dog hair for later weird. Let's clean the living room real quick.
You forgot a dog that doesn't shed.
Tater doesn't shed either.
You left her out.
Tater sheds a little bit, but not too much.
Shake a shiver down my spine. It happens every time. Can't you see that my heart takes over? All I ask for, plain and simple, show a little. Oh, can't you see who I am? I'm on a tightrope, baby. Step by step, I wonder if only you'd understand. 'Cause my heart breaks. Oh, baby, baby, please. I'm begging on my knees. Won't you listen? My hands shake. A shiver down my spine. It happens every time. Can't you see that my heart takes over? My heart takes over. My heart takes over now. My heart takes over.
This is the cross-stitching situation. This is my corner that I cross-stitch in every single night, and that's my little cross-stitching table I move around now. I'm currently in the middle of a really, really pretty 250th anniversary piece I've seen all the sweet ladies on FlossTube do, and I was like, I gotta do it. So I went to the floss store that's a little whiles away from me, and I was, thank you, Duncan. I went to the floss store and got all the floss that the pattern called for, and I started doing it last night, and I stayed up way too late sitting here with my little lamp on and my little nighty jammies cross stitching. That was my Friday night. We get wild over here on Friday night. I'm going to get this area tidied up so that when I go in here to vacuum all the dog hair off of the floor, I'm not getting random skeins, is that what it's called, of thread or any bit of anything like that, any bobbins or anything. I don't want that getting hung up in the vacuum or getting lost in the vacuum for forever. So I'm going to tidy up this area and then vacuum all the dog hair up because it's crazy. I saw one of the comments in the last video requesting a animal update, so I'll be doing that really soon. I didn't even realize it had been so long since y'all had seen the other dogs, because I have to keep them away because I have 6 dogs. And if we had 6 dogs running around the house all the time while I was filming, we know how that ends up. I have broken really expensive camera equipment as a result of that. So my dogs, they all have different roles in the family, and they all have different favorite people. So that's usually where they are whenever I'm filming. If I had 6 dogs following me around on the videos, you wouldn't even be able to see what I was doing. Like right now, you would not be able to see that I'm trying to fit my little bobbins into this plastic container, because I would have literally all 6 just piled up on me. So I try to do that so that nothing gets broken and it's not crazy chaotic and you can actually see what I'm doing. But I will do that really, really soon. Within the next couple of videos, I'll do that. I don't mind doing that one bit. And I'm sorry I hadn't done it in a while. I literally, time goes so fast. I feel like I blink and then 6 months go by. I don't even know. But I saw a comment asking if we still had Rocky, and yes, we still have all of our dogs. They all just have different roles, and they all have different favorite people. And Duncan ends up being, you know, I'm his favorite person. I'm Duncan's favorite person. So Duncan is really like just my Velcro dog. So he's with me all the time. And then Moon Pie is Shane's Velcro dog, so she's with him all the time. So you usually see those two out and about with me. I can usually handle those two and they don't get in too much trouble. But you had the other 2 smaller ones, it's a whole crowd. They gang up on me then. And then if I added the 2 bigger ones, it would just be a whole mess. So you usually see Moon Pie and Duncan, because that's kind of, you can see back there, they're our Velcro dogs. But Shiloh is Velcro to JC and Tater's Velcro to Colton. I'm in the middle of organizing all of this. There is so much like little things involved when you're trying to organize an area with thread and stuff. Crafting is, I don't know how people keep their crafting areas tidy and looking beautiful, and they have like their floss things up on the wall on like peg walls, and it looks so good, because mine looks like a tornado just came through here and just wiped everything out. So I'm trying to come up with a system, and I have things to help me, because when I got into cross stitching, I started cross stitching 2 years ago. So the first time I ever cross stitched, I was like, I can't really remember the age, like 10, 11, 12, something like that. And I was at a hospital because my papa that raised me, that's no longer here but with Jesus, he was having open heart surgery, and I never left Nanny's side during that time. So I was with Nanny where Nanny went, I went, where Nanny goes, I go, sort of thing. And same with my papa, and I was not going to leave the hospital until my papa left the hospital. And so I would sit there for a little bit with Nanny, and church people would come visit, and I'd just be chilling, just reading or whatever. And then I'd just mosey on down to the gift store by myself. I'd get on the elevator and just hit the number, go down to the gift store, and I'd look around. I wouldn't like really go to look and buy something. I just kind of was trying to keep myself busy. So I would sometimes just ride the elevators for fun, because we were there for a while because of complications and stuff. So I just kind of would like ride the elevator for fun. But most of the time I spent the most time in the gift shop, because I became friends with the little lady and the little man that worked in the gift shop. So I did that for a little bit, and I was really just wanting something to do. So I went down there and saw a cross-stitching kit, and I was like, I could learn to do that just sitting here. Like, I could teach myself. It came with instructions. So I started cross-stitching, and a lady from Nanny's church was coming to visit us, and she was teaching me how to cross-stitch. I think she got me a cross-stitching kit to keep me busy too, like a little tiny one. And I literally lived, eat, and breathed cross-stitching while I was there at the hospital. And when Papa got released, I never cross-stitched again. I actually even forgot about it. I never thought twice about it until I got into my 30s and was looking for hobbies for me, because all of my hobbies are my hobbies, but they derive from my family's hobbies. So I do a lot of things that Shane likes to do, and I consider those my hobby because I found things that he likes to do that I like to do. And that's where like me reading manga came into play, and doing something new in 2025. That whole thing. And I collect little figurines and watch the animes with them and everything, and I love that. I love that Shane loves it, and I have even found a lot of enjoyment in that too. But then with my kids, I do the same thing with them. So I find hobbies that they love and that I can enjoy too, to do with them, to kind of meet them where they're at, because I just want them to know I'm interested in them. Anything they're doing, I want them to know I'm so interested in it. So with Colton, he loves Fortnite, so that's what got me really into Fortnite, as I started playing with Colton, and he has to carry me a lot of the times and revive me even more. but I found that I actually really love playing Fortnite, and I love it not only because he loves it, but I love it just because it's fun. And with the girls recently, we've been getting into coloring, and I didn't even know there was an adult coloring hobby until I started doing that with the girls, and I was like, oh, this is really fun. I started looking it up, and apparently there's a whole adult coloring hobby world out there that I knew nothing about. There's pretty much a world for everything on the internet, and I love that. I got into coloring. Oh my gosh, let me show you. Like, when I tell you I got into coloring, like, girls, I literally, I'll take the alcohol markers and I'll blend the colors, and won't you believe I'm actually really good at it. Hold on. I signed my pictures as Mama too, so the kids can't take credit for it. So I can just see them. Friends, look what I did. I'm like, I did that. I blended in that. I put all those colors together. So I have several coloring books. Shane got me a couple for Mother's Day that I really enjoy. Because I was really having fun with the girls, where I'm always in the middle of some sort of hobby with them. The only hobby that's really just for me, that the girls kind of dabble in a little bit now that they see me doing it. Because 9 times out of 10, if your kids see you doing something that you find fun, they'll try it with you. They don't always find it fun, but you'll have Dusty. But they'll try it with you at least, because they want to see what it's all about, right? So I got a couple of kids that dabble in the cross stitching, but it's really, that's the hobby for me. I love it. I don't get to do it very often, because I do tend to do the hobbies that I can do with my family more often. But then I have seasons like right now where I just want to cross stitch something. What started me cross stitching, I cross stitch probably, I'd say, once a month or something like that. Twice a month, something. I try to take a little area of time to cross stitch, but I started trying to cross stitch daily, just a few stitches. Thank you, babe. Colton went and got me one of my coloring books, but it looks like a kid coloring book. But look up adult coloring hobbies. You're gonna see these all over the place. They even sell them at like bookstores now and Walmart. It's crazy. You can get them really cheap on Amazon too. But I've been trying to do just a few stitches a day if I can, just to prioritize a hobby that's just for me. And I don't want that to sound selfish. That sounded selfish. I don't like that. I just an outlet hobby. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when I do the hobbies that are hobbies with the family, like with Shane, right? I'm talking to him, I'm conversating. My brain is very much turned on because I want to hear everything he has to say, and I want to be in that conversation with him and talk about those things and show him this stuff and see this stuff that he's wanting to show me. And when I'm with Colton, I'm in the video game, right? And I'm in the video game and I'm strategically thinking, how can I help us win this game? Because I know Colton really enjoys winning. And when I'm with the girls while we're coloring, I'm still like trying to converse with them and have conversations with them. And when I'm with Cammie, we're playing Legos. I'm not a huge fan of Legos. I'll play it for him though. It's become a hobby, but it's definitely a hobby that has not turned into something I enjoy. I just do it because Cammie loves it. He always wants me to play Legos with him. So I'm trying to play and make up worlds and kind of communicate with him. So all of those hobbies that I have with everybody else, it requires me to leave my brain very much on. And my brain's always on. So I was praying one day. I was like, Lord, what's a way that I can just turn my brain not off, because we don't want our brain turned off. I'm very thankful that it's turned on. But what's a way that I can just keep me, what's a stress relieving sort of outlet hobby that I can pick up? And he's like, girl, you already started that like 2 years ago. And I was like, you know, you ain't never told a lie. I started it a few years ago and I love it, but I don't prioritize it as much as I should. And I have continued to do it. It's been something that I've been consistent with, just not very often. And so I'm going to try to prioritize that, because it also flows into, you know, my creativity. I love creative things. I love crafting, even if I'm not good at it. It can be chaotic, but I've learned if I do it in the right steps, it's not chaotic. It really is stress relieving. If I make sure I get my patterns off Etsy, if I do a digital pattern, and then I go ahead and I kit everything with it, something that the floss community calls kitting. And I thought it was like kidding, like haha. I'm ashamed of how many times I spelled kidding. But you gotta learn somewhere. They just don't know what I'm about. I will say it is intimidating talking to people who have been in this hobby for a really long time, because I feel like a dingbat. Because I am a dingbat, and I'm like, these people are going to think I'm crazy. And that being said, I found if I go ahead and I kit everything together, I get all my thread together, I make sure I'm, not like looking around, I keep all my thread together once I get it together, and I color coordinate everything, I organize everything. That's a big part of the hobby. I can't just jump into cross stitching and wing it and hope it's going to turn okay. There's very much planning involved, and that's a step in the process. And so I've had to learn that. I've had to learn that me bobbing up my floss is a part of the hobby. I'm enjoying my hobby right now. I'm bobbing up floss. I'm not stitching necessarily, but I'm right now enjoying the hobby because it's part of the hobby. It's not a chaotic hobby. I'm just the chaos in the hobby. Then I realized, okay, I can fix myself in this area, and I can make sure I have everything together before I start. And so that's how I've been doing so much in so little time. I don't have a lot of time to give to it, but I try to make every second I have count when it comes to that. So when I sit down, I'm zoned in. I'm watching Floss Tube with all the little ladies, sweet ladies on Floss Tube. I'm watching them. I don't do a lot of talking or anything. Usually I do it whenever Shane is winding down playing a video game at night, and the kids have all left the living room because they're very much living room kids and they're always in here. But towards nighttime when they start winding down, they usually end up scattering into their rooms. And it's just me and Duncan because he's the only one that'll hang out with me at that time of night. Then that's usually when I stitch. But I told you guys I would show you a picture. Now this looks very kitty, right? Okay, it's a whole adult hobby. Wait, so the first one I ever did was the cover page, because I said I want to do every bit of this. So this was my first one, okay? That was my first picture I colored. Just your average markers, alcohol marker, weird colors. I really did a blind pick a color sort of thing. And I added little white marks you can see on the flowers. I added little white marks with a white gel pen. But yeah, it's very just basic, right? But what do you see this? I wanted to get fancy with it. I've been coloring with the girls for quite a while. I mean, look, literally, we've colored so much. I've been doing this for a few months with them. I've colored so much with them. So after a few months, I decided I was going to try some shading and stuff. So I got into shading. And then I decided I was going to try my hand at lighting. So I colored this with alcohol markers. And I did like a whole lighting situation. I even drew a circle around the fire so that I could kind of get an idea as to where the light would naturally land. Bob Ross the heck out of that. And I'm not even lying. I kind of want to frame it. I kind of want to frame it. I love it so much. I'm so proud of it. I did a gradient on the animals. So the blending there is a gradient of different browns. And I had to take like 15 minutes to swatch out browns to get the right gradient. But it was worth it. It was worth it. Would I do it again? No, I've already tried it in a different coloring book. And I got like the hair of an object done. Or a hair of a character done. And I was like, that was a one-time thing. But I do enjoy coloring with the kids. Because I get to kind of hear about their day. They get to kind of tell me about their day. And I get to hear what's been bugging them. If something's been bugging them that day, I'll hear all about it. They kind of vent to me. And that's kind of what I do it for. Right? And I ended up doing it. And I started doing it for that. And ended up really loving it. So that's the story behind the cross stitching right now. I also, whenever I started saying to myself that I was going to prioritize cross stitching more, I started a project for my mom's birthday. I keep my projects in the Great Value Glad bags. They work just as well as a project bag right now. But I started on my mom's birthday present. Now I've got what the professional floss tubers call frog some things, and that's where, that's where you remove stitches you've already done. If I didn't kit this, I was just going to go off of random colors, because not really random, the colors, they have a meaning between my mom and I. So I wanted to do 2 colors, my mom's favorite colors, and 2 colors of my favorite colors. Because there's a lot going into this. It's not just cross stitching. A lot of healing and prayer going into this. And so even the words mean something. The flower twist means something. So I picked my own colors out, didn't follow the pattern for my own color, for their colors, and my color was a little bit too light. So I tried outlining it and it didn't work, so I'm gonna have to frog out the outline that I did on the W. But this is what I've been working on for my mom's birthday. It is well with my soul. Because it is well with my soul. And it is well with her soul. And I thought that I'm going to do like some floral up here. In the middle of some floral. And then I don't know if I'll end up outlining the well or... because it doesn't, you guys can kind of see it does not show up very well. I may do a cross stitched outline. I may do a back stitch outline. That's kind of what I did here. But I can do the back stitch a little bit thinner and different. I'll have to see. But it don't look too bad now that I'm looking at it, I guess. I don't really know what I'll do there. I feel like if I outline that one, I'll definitely have to outline the blue and soul because it's also a lighter color. What would you guys do? Would you frog it, take it out, and do something other in order to let those words show, or would you leave it and try doing and do the rest of the word and see how that looks? I started really early. I started like a month before Mom's birthday, so I have time to work it out. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to get all this stuff put away and organized. I got most of it done with you guys on camera. I'm going to do a little bit of it off camera. I started that subject and I started that conversation and don't know where we went and why we left it. But coming back to this I got when I first started cross-stitching a couple of years ago when you guys sent this to me, and I keep all of my projects in it. My whips, they call them, the works in progress. I keep them in here as well as with extra floss and stuff. Let me get all this tidied up though because I do need to get the living room tidied up before I talk about fun stuff. I was organizing and everything and then I got a call from Lil Nanny. Guys, we gotta talk. Let me get a tripod here of random stuff. Caught you on a pinto bean can and a salt thing today. Not gonna keep your time, not gonna stay on this, gonna move right on from it, but I just want to let you know, I have a nanny headed to my house right now who is brokenhearted and wants to just be here with me because she's seen some really, really, really mean videos about me out there. Now, I put myself out here. I don't necessarily ask for what people say about me. I don't think I do anyway by putting myself out here, but I know, and I've been in this long enough to know that whenever I put myself out here, I'm going to get a reaction, and sometimes it's not the best of reaction, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I can have a conversation with just about anyone. I'm not perfect. I'm not near close to it. Actually, a lot is really, really wrong with me. And I'm aware of that, so I try to accept criticism in any form because I feel like you can go nowhere up when you're at the bottom. So I try to accept whatever form of criticism I get. That being said, if you feel a certain way about me, I get it. I feel a certain way about me. If I get on your nerves, I get it. I get on my nerves. And if you think I'm stupid, I get it. I feel stupid sometimes. I feel like dingbat sometimes. If you think I'm lazy, I feel like I don't do enough all the time. Then if you think I'm ugly, I feel that way too sometimes. So we have more in common than what you think. So I get it. Whatever it is you feel that I am or you think that I am, we're probably on the same page in some form or format. If you feel you need to get that off your chest on the internet, if I rub you so wrong that you need to make full-on video series about it or full-on essays about it, you just gotta fill up the forums with it. I understand, and I'm not mad at you for that. But if I could just say, if your point is to say I'm a bad person. If that's your point, right? You don't like me. I'm a bad person. And you solidify your point by calling me names and running me through the mud and making fun of me, coming up with assumptions and laughing at everything that I am, then who is the bad person? Because I won't do that to you. Believe it or not, I have people that love me. And I've got one on her way here right now, brokenhearted, because she said she wanted to scream at the TV earlier. And she thinks I need comforting, and so she wants to be here. And the only thing I need comforting from is from her being hurt, because she thinks I'm hurt. So if we feel the need, can we all be adults here if we feel the need to voice our opinions on others and how we feel? Can we at least be adults about it? What's the line between informing others of an opinion that we've made versus gossiping? And if we're having fun just gossiping, maybe we could find things that are more fun than that. Maybe you could pick up cross stitches. I love y'all. I really do. Those that hate me, those that love me, those that make fun of me. Honestly, God is my witness. He's in here in the room right now. He knows when I lie. He knows when I'm not telling a lie right now. I could not love you any more than I do right now. And is that a blessing or a curse right now? It kind of feels like a curse. I'm not gonna lie. But most often than not, it feels like a blessing. At the end of the day, I get my entertainment from cross-stitching in the corner, and you get your entertainment by tearing down somebody. We are not the same.
My heart breaks. Oh baby, baby, please, I'm begging on my knees. Won't you listen? My hands shake, a shiver down my spine. It happens every time. Can't you see that my heart breaks? Oh baby, baby, please, I'm begging on my knees. Won't you listen? My hands shake, a shiver down my spine. It happens every time. Can't you see that my heart takes over? My heart takes over. 'Cause my heart takes over.
Nothing gets more out of whack in this living room, despite all the dog hair and everything, than these pillows. I love my couch so much. It's my favorite couch I've ever had. I love it, and I try to take as good care of it as I can with it being so light. But these pillows, boy, does it have a lot of pillows, and boy, do they need fluffing all the daggone time.
Through your project.
Oh no.
No.
It's washed!
We didn't record the first time, and I was like, it's fine. He didn't press play or whatever, and he was like, oh no. And
We must do it again.
The entire pillow, took all the pillow stuffing out. You gotta say your line that you said.
Oh, I'm your biggest fan. Except it was a lot more natural at the time, so.
And then he said, I'll follow you until you love me.
Papa.
Paparazzi. So Colton is begging for this. I had the idea of I could just give this one to him to put in their room and just get another one, or I could just order him another one. But I was out and about at kind of like a wholesale shipping container store sort of thing, and I found 2 lamps I fell in love with. Now, I didn't just get both these lamps for me to pick between. That's crazy. I got both of them because I have a place for each of them. I still know which place I'm going to like which one better, if that makes sense. Wait till you see this floor lamp. Oh my gosh. I got this for 40 bucks. It's as tall as I am. Shane says, there's a stink bug in it. Shane says, there's 2 stink bugs in it. Shane said it comes up to his chin, I believe. It's got a bulb on the front, but it's gold, and it has a faux marble, not real marble, faux marble bottom stand on it. I'm looking for one to go over my cross stitch corner to add some gold in there, because I don't have a lot of gold in my living room. I have a lot in the dining room and the kitchen, but I don't have so much in the living room. So I thought about this going over there. Or this one was the Mac Daddy one. Whoa, I almost broke it. Help! Shay!
See, you try to be,
Help!
I have a man but don't need a man, but sometimes you just need your man.
What did you do?
Tracy said you tried to be, I have a man, don't need a man, but sometimes you just need your man. I don't know what I did, it swing it hit in the head.
It just sits in there. It doesn't screw, it doesn't have a setting
Oh,
screw.
I don't like that.
It just sits in there.
Okay, so this one is the one that I originally wanted. Shane, we were there, what, a month or 2 ago?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
And I fell in love with this there. And I said, you know what? Shane said, do you want it? And I was like, nah. I love it, but nah. And I said, you know what? I kept going back to it. And I said, if it's there in a couple of months, I'll go back and get it.
Then I get a call.
Because I just had a random feeling.
Baby, do you love me?
Shane was on his way home. And I said, hey, because I was reminiscing about it. And I was like, hey, you remember that lamp we saw at that like wholesale store a while back? And he was like, yeah, I think. I was like, could you go see if they still have it? If they have it, can we get it? And he was like, okay, like most random call ever. Like, can you just go and see if they have this? And he was like, okay. And so I had to tell him to send me pictures of the lamp so I could point him to which one. But once he walked in there, he remembered this one because I had a fit over it. So we've got these 2 pieces of decor lamps.
I like that one because that one looks like the lamp post in Narnia.
Foam.
Oh yeah, there's foam.
We have the bamboo blinds, and we have a wicker sort of lamp already in the living room. It's a different color wicker, but I thought that would look really pretty. I also not like luxury, but I feel like with the gold and everything, I like texture. I love texture. So I thought this would be perfect in the house, and also like just the warmth of it. And then this one over here, I like how simple it is, but also the fact that it is beautiful, and it does go with everything in the house because it is more of a luxury style. So we've got sort of like a luxury boho thing going on here, and a luxury lamp. Don't know which one we're gonna put in the area we're gonna put it in, but whichever one we don't use in that area, we're using in another area. Dang, the bottom of it's huge. Excuse me. Hey, why does it look like I have a floating hat?
Why does it look like something from Dr. Seuss?
It won't fit. I have a floating hat, Shane, look.
I like meatloaf.
I mean, it's good for cross stitching.
Let me cook.
Can't cook with this, that's what I cook with.
Tracy!
I have an idea!
Swim.
What do we have here?
Please don't touch it when it's on. Why does it look like they just attached a fishbowl to the lamp?
Colin! It even has a little water droplet.
I know. It looks like we left it in the rain.
Colin!
No,
I'm
look.
the only one that's left in the rain. Cut it.
Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be 2 of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy. you. I know that I'm obvious, I'm made this way, but why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different.
Okay, this is the perfect spot for a little cross-stitching lamp. I love it, but it's still, even when my cross-stitching stuff is put up, it can still look like decor, like it's decorative. I think that it's perfect size and everything. The other one I'm going to put in my reading corner in our room with my big chair that I have, my comfy, I call it my manga reading chair, but I'm going to put it over it because it sits over, so it gives me a perfect amount of light for whenever I'm reading, especially if it's late at night and I can't sleep and I'm reading or feel farting around in there. Not many nights that he will go to sleep before me, because we've always had thing, we've been married for 16 years, we've always had thing where he goes to sleep after me if he can. We've had that since I didn't work night shifts. Before I started working night shift, he always went to sleep after me. So sometimes though, now age is catching up to him and he's 3.5 years older, so he falls asleep before me sometimes now. And I'm not saying he does that. I sit and chill in the chair and I either get back to comments or I'll work on something and I check emails and sometimes I'll read. I do a lot in that chair, so that other lamp is going to be perfect for that area with the chair. Especially because now that the dining room's done, we've got some areas we're going to work on, but we'll be moving in here to our bedroom soon and doing some things, and so that's perfect timing. I do love how cozy that looks over there. I love that. I love that. That's going to be like my little cozy 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on a wild night. See. I'm going to take this spray bottle and I'm going to pour the rest of whatever's left in here in another one that I have, because I keep these. I love the Method spray, all-purpose spray. And I'm going to put a bunch of water and some of those scent beads from Laundry Sauce that I love so much. I buy it with my own money because I love it so much. They sponsored me twice, I think, but I've bought so much out of my own money. After the sponsor, I just continued to buy that. That's what I use now in laundry. It feels like a luxury thing, getting a like luxury scented laundry stuff, but I love it. So the scents are amazing and they stay on your clothes. I'm going to add a couple of those scent beads in with warm water after I pour this into another bottle, and I'm going to spray it around the couch and stuff. I actually found my old DIY fabric softener spray bottle, and so I just emptied it out and put some of these scent beads in here with some really, really hot water, shook them around till they dissolved. I find that I like doing it with the scent beads a lot better than I like doing it with the fabric softener. I feel like the scent lasts longer. I don't know, maybe it's because it's like scent enhancing beads, I don't know, and not like fabric softening things. I don't know, but anyways, I like the way that the scent beads smell a lot better and last longer whenever I do it in hot water in the spray bottle now. So that's what I've been doing in order just to freshen up the couch and have it smell like, you know, a luxury covered dog. I'm going to get this couch freshened up, and then I'm going to tidy up the kitchen real quick because it's a little bit messy, and I'm going to start on dinner, get dinner made, and then we're going to tidy up after dinner too, because I need to be on it more than I am, and the best way to do that is just doing it. dishwasher going, vacuum lines in the carpet. I was ready to sit down and stitch. I did pick up the wrong kind of thread though, so I'm making extra chunky, extra bulky cross stitches, and it's really hard. I'm having to pull out a lot because I'm getting a lot of knots and it's not fun, but I started that way, so I'm going to finish that way. So my pattern, I'm following it to a T, but it is going to be a little bit different because it is going to be extra chunky. But I actually prefer the look of the very, very thick stitches. Like, I don't like it when you can see the cross stitches cross. Does that make sense? I like it when they just look like, it looks like a full-blown square. I love that. So I definitely want to get smaller counted like Ada in the future, because I know that really helps you get that effect too. But I cross-stitched until I got tired. Shane, you'll see him here in a minute, he tapped out on the couch this night. On a Saturday night, he was like, I'm out, and he tapped out on the couch rather than going to bed. So he was chilling with the puppies. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all in the next one. I got a lot of videos headed your way, a lot of different videos. We got some mobile home content, like just regular mobile home homemaking, mobile home makeovers. I'll throw in some day in the lives. A whole variety pack is headed y'all's way. I love you.